Hey, folks, welcome to another episode of Cutter One. I'm your host, Jay Just Jay, your resident troublemaker and your resident culture warrior. All right, let's get right into it. We have another article, this one coming to us from the good folks over at CBR.com. And this one says The Rings of Power. Season 2 has bigger battles and iconic Tolkien moments. Amazon Studios head of global TV, Vernon Sanders, reveals that Season 2 of Amazon's The Rings of Power will include some major Tolkien moments. I don't know about you guys, but I'll say before we even get into the article, there was a time where if I would have read that title of an article, I'd have been like giddy like a little schoolgirl. All right, for lack of a better term. It would have gave me the warm fuzzies just hearing that, yeah, season 2 is going to have bigger battles and more iconic Tolkien moments. With these guys, though, and by these guys, I mean Amazon production people, it fills me with dread and fear. But let's see what the article has to say. All right. Amazon Studios head of global TV, Vernon Sanders, is teasing that season 2 of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, will be teeming with epic Tolkien moments. In an interview with Deadline, Sanders says that season 2 will include bigger battles than season 1. Well, yeah, because in season 1 you had battles with like 30 people with, quote, some iconic moments from the appendices and the books, unquote. He also noted that in creating the new episodes, quote, we are going to be able to put more money on screen just in terms of the scale and scope of what we're doing now that we know what we're doing now that we know how to do it, unquote. He added that season 2 will be quicker paced as everyone's been established. The stakes are established. And because we're going to watch some characters in some lands go to war. The Rings of Power Season 2 goes bigger. The Rings of Power showrunner Patrick McKay previously promised that the show's second season, which is currently filming in the UK, will be bigger and better on every level by an order of magnitude. Part of this, according to executive producer Lindsay Weber, has to do with the fact that Sauron's identity is finally out in the open. She explains that now that he's out and about and doing his thing, recognize, the Rings of Power is set to get grittier, more intense, and maybe a little scarier. But it's not just Sauron who is set to have a major impact on season 2 of the show. Co-showrunner J.D. Payne revealed that the new episodes of The Rings of Power will be a success in part because he and McKay took audience criticisms to heart. Quote, the cake was kind of baked before the audience responses came in, he explained, noting that while they're not overcorrecting for any of it, unquote, they were intent on listening to people's responses. Additionally, the aforementioned appendices, the expanded lore author J.R.R. Tolkien included at the end of The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, will apparently help guide the series further. Jumping on board to help McKay and Payne with improving the Rings of Power for Season 2 are a slate of new directors, including The Witcher, Rectify, and Shameless, Sana Hamri, and The Wheel of Time's Louise Hooper. Returning to the show is Charlotte Bronstrom, who directed Season 1's Episode 6, Udun, and Episode 7, The Eye. Additionally, The Rings of Power Season 2 added a slate of new actors for recurring roles, including Oliver Allen Wilson, Stuart Bowman, Gavi Singh Chera, William Chubb, Kevin Eldon, Will Keane, Selena Lowe, and Caleb Lynch. Unfortunately for the show's fans, The Lord of the Rings show's second season is not expected to arrive in 2023, as Sanders speculated in another interview, given the current stage of production. All right. Okay. And season 1's available. All right. I mean, like I said, if I had read that title about how season 2 is going to be bigger and badder and have all sorts of more quote unquote iconic Tolkien moments, I would have been giddy. I'd have been over the freaking moon. However, after season 1 and seeing what these guys spent $500 million on, yes, because if you figure it just in production costs alone, if they spent like what was it, $462 million, that's just about $500 million. At that point, what's a couple of million either way, right? Yeah, they spent $500 million and gave us, what they gave us, and that's why I'm not holding out much hope. Interesting though, in the previous video, they were talking about how they were getting real-time fan feedback from thousands of Lord of the Rings fans as each episode dropped, and in this one, they go with the quote of Pain and Decay saying, "Hey, the cake was in the oven; it was already baked and stuff like that. We'll hear you, but we're not going to do anything. We're not course correcting for any of it." So it's interesting. So yeah, again, dread, fear, apprehension, despair. I wish it was different. I truly do, guys. If these guys had given us this epic, monumental, beautiful adaptation of Tolkien, I'd have been the first one out there waving my Amazon flag and saying they nailed it. And I wish they did. I wish they did. And there was a time where, I was kind of keeping my fingers crossed that they would, but they didn't. And, we got what we got, and it's crap. And, that's why I now have a YouTube channel, because I want to talk with other people who also think that us Tolkien fans got the short end of the stick in this deal. And we're not happy about it. And we're a vocal lot, because we're a well-read lot. So anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to it? Did this sort of get you hyped or in any way for season 2, which we're not getting till 2024 at the earliest? Or does it fill you with dread and fear that they're going to take some classic moments and totally Amazon them, if you will? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to say about this one. If you feel, if you would be so kind, I would appreciate it if you would like the video. If you feel like sharing the video, please feel free to go do so. If you have not subscribed, I would hope that you would consider giving me your subscription. We're trying to build this thing and get it out there, and the only way that can happen is with you. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much. You are a beautiful badass. All right, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I will see you in the next one. Remember, be good, be safe, be awesome. Peace. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.